Hi friends, welcome back to CDL. Today we will learn constraint toolbar. So these are the commands here. Constraint defined in dialog box, constraint, auto constraint. Here we have another one command, fixed together and auto constraint. In this toolbar we have two commands, that is constraint and another one is the contact constraint. So this is the animated constraint and edit multi constraint. So let's start one by one. I will draw one simple geometry here. This is the one simple rectangle. So now this is not constraint. This geometry is not constraint. So you can see I can move anywhere in any direction. Even I can increase this width. I can increase this height as well. I can move horizontally, vertically. So we can move anywhere. We can move even a whole geometry as well, in any direction. So for avoiding this one we have to do constraint. So how to do constraint, I'll show you here. So this is the one command we can use, that is constraint. So once you click constraint, you can click on any line. So this will give constraint of this geometry. This 93.3 is the length of this line. So again, if I move this one, it won't move because I have given here constraint. I have given constraint of this vertical line. So it will move, but here still I haven't given this one. So even if I move horizontally, this length will be increased because I have not given any constraint of this horizontal line. So I will give constraint here. But again it's moving its position, so this is partially constrained, it's not fully constrained because I cannot change now width and height, but I can move any direction. So I have to fix with respect to this origin point. So I will do constraint, I will select this point. So if I given constraint, again it will move horizontally because I have given constraint with vertical direction. So for that, for fully constraint, I have to give here with respect to vertical. It will give the, so this is the horizontal distance. Let's say I will fix it as a 150 mm, and for vertical distance I will give 0. So you see now this geometry is fully constrained. So we cannot move anywhere, even we cannot drag anywhere. It will not change its original position. So I will delete this geometry. I will show you one more again. So if we start from any point, so we have to give constraint. We have to do fully constraint. But to avoid such things, we can do partially constraint. If we start from origin, better we always start our geometry or any sketch from origin. So it will partially constraint. You see these two lines automatically constraint, we cannot change. Now this is the fixed point, it will not change. So so just click here, give some constraint, and this line now it got fully constrained. We will see another command, that's the contact constraint. So before that I have to draw geometry here. I will draw one rectangle, again I will draw one circle. So we will see this command how it work. So I will select this horizontal and I will select this circle. So it will be in contact of this line. So that meaning of this command is contact constraint. So it will give it will contact and it will be the fixed with this line. Even we can change radius, we can change diameter, but it will be always contact with this line. We can move any direction because our geometry not yet fully constrained. We can constrain here if we select full geometry and we given some constraint. This geometry is not fully constrained, but it gives partially constraint with this line. We can change radius, we can change length of this line. Trying to give constraint for this line. Now this color, earlier it was white color, and when we give a constraint, at that time color will change to green, but now it become a pink color. This pink color means it's over constraint, so we given here over constraint. So if we delete this constraint, because we don't need this constraint, because we have given already one constraint here. This is the one constraint we already given, so that's why we don't need to define again constraint. So we just need to define our constraint for this two line. Even it's won't allowed for this one also. You see, it become a pink color. So I will delete this constraint. We can change now. So we will fix this circle diameter as well. So we will give 1110, 110. So if we define constraint with this point, let's say for example this point, if I given some distance here 0, so it will be always like this. Now this geometry is fully constrained. Now we haven't given constraint for this geometry, so let's move to another command. This is the auto constraint. I will draw one more rectangle and we will give auto constraint. So once you click on auto constraint command, it will ask which element to be considered or which element to be constrained. So I will select this all 4 lines. I will select this fully rectangle. So it will select this 4 line, you see, and with a reference element, which reference element you want to give. So I will give this vertical line or horizontal line. Let's say this page is changed. Now I will select this 4 line. I will cancel. I will once again I will show you how we can use auto constraint. So I will select this fully geometry, full sketch, and here I will select and I will give the reference element. Let's say for example I want to give reference as a x-axis. So I will select this x-axis. It's showing offset. So from here I will select. It is not allowing me to select here. So let's say I will give this plane as a reference. So once you click, it will be partially constrained. It's auto constraint. So you can move anywhere, but this distance, the length of this line got fully constrained, so you cannot change. If you want to change, just double click on this dimension and change value how much you want. Let's say 300. So it became a 300. If you want fully constrained, again as I shown you, you can select this point as a origin and you can take reference. It will be fully constrained again. So let's say again this is the another command, fix together. So we will see this fix together command. Before that I will draw geometry. Let's say I will draw these 2 lines here and I want to use this fix together command. So what I will do, I will select these 2 lines. Let's say I will select this line and this line and this line. So it got fixed now. You can move anywhere, but you cannot change position with respect to each other because these 2 lines got fixed together. Their position ratio will be the fixed now. Again, let's move to another command. Now we will see this constraint define dialog box. So now this is the disable. Once I selected any geometry, let's say I will select this geometry. Once I select any sketch, this first command will be enabled. So I will select this one. Now I have selected sketch as a circle, so that's why it gives me only this option. It's radius or diameter. You can fix, you can give constraint radius diameter, or you can fix this one. So I will not click OK. So I will show you here how much here options we have: distance, length, angle, radius, diameter, semi major axis, semi minor axis, symmetry, midpoint, equidistance point, fixed coincident, concentricity, tangency, parallelism, perpendicular, horizontal, vertical. Now I have already selected this line, so that's why I have only 4 options: length, fix horizontal, vertical. So if I select this length option, so I can give constraint as a length. If I want to fix it, it will be fixed now. So you see, this is the symbol of fix. So this is the one symbol of fix. And as of now, I will not give any constraint here. I just want to show you. Once I select horizontal, this line will be horizontal. It move to upside. If I select horizontal, vertical, it went vertical. I will cancel. I will show you all the options one by one. I will select these two lines now. So now I have these two lines selected. I will select this constraint dialog box. Now we have enabled these options: distance, length, angle, fixed, coincident, parallelism, perpendicular, horizontal, vertical. Vertical, horizontal already we saw. Length already we saw. Angle. Let's see the angle. If I select angle, so it will ask me. It will give me the option for constraint as an angle. I can change angle as a 40 here. Now it's given 40. So again, if I want to change distance, so if I select here, now it's showing over constraint in pink because we have already given this angle as a constraint. So we should not give distance. So let's say I will give this constraint. So again, it's not allowing, it's not taking any other, it's not taking any other constraint because it's showing fully constraint. We have already given this angle, so that's why. Even if we try to horizontal, if we try to perpendicular, so it won't allow it showing as a over constraint. So let's cancel and let's see one by one. Again, I will select this all geometry. I will select these two lines and I will select here this constraint dialog box. We already saw how we can give constraint as a angle. I'll show you here parallelism, how it works. You see, this is these two lines in the parallel. It is in parallel. You can move anywhere. You can move anywhere, but it will be always in a parallel. So I will do undo and I will show you once again. So now we have already selected these two line. I will go this constraint defined in dialog box. I will show you here perpendicular, how it will be perpendicular. You see this 90-degree angle made as a 90-degree angle here. I will cancel this. I will show you once again coincident, how it works. So now I give an option as a coincident. So you see here we had two line already selected. In this point it got coincident. So I hope you guys understood one by one option how it works. So I will cancel this. We will see another option. I will select this circle and line. Just press Ctrl and select these two geometry. So it will enable these options. We already covered these all options. It's only tangents is remaining. We already saw this radius and diameter also. If I select tangent, so this line become a tangent to the circle. So let's cancel this one. I will draw another geometry here, one line. This is the one vertical line I will draw to circle here. So this circle is now in different diameter. So I want symmetry here. So I will select this all geometry. I will click on this constraint define in dialog box. So one more thing I will show you here. Even though if you select this three geometry at a time, I will drag and I will select this all geometry. If I go with this constraint define dialog box, this symmetry will be disabled. So we have one condition here, which let's say for example I want this first sketch symmetric. Uh, this first case as a symmetry. So let's say this is the axis, vertical axis as a consideration. So I will uncheck and I will show you how we will do. Now I will select this first. Again I will select second this vertical line. I will select third this another circle. So if I click on this constraint define dialog box, it won't allow me to symmetry. You see, this is the disable option. So what for symmetry, what we have to do, we have to change our sequence. First we have to select this geometry, which one we want symmetry. Again select a second geometry which should be changed with it should be changed and it should become same as the first one. So I will select second and this vertical line. So now if I select this constraint dialog box, it will allow me to symmetry. So once I click on symmetry, you see these both circle become the symmetrical. So I will cancel. Okay, so we will see another circle here. I will draw one more circle here. I will select these two circle, first second, and I will draw here. So you see this concentricity, one more option I have. Once I click this concentricity, it become a concentricity. I will cancel again. So we almost cover all the constraint here. We will move to another command. So now I have given this constraint and we will move another command. This is the edit multi constraint. So once I click edit multi constraint, so it will show wherever we given constraint. Let's say I given here this 300 mm. So that is the 300 mm. Where is it? This is the 300 mm. This selected constraint. Now this is the 222. This is the 0 here. I have given constraint, and this is the 50-degree radius. Sorry, this is the 50 mm radius. So it means 100 diameter. So this is the again another lane. So we can modify from here. So we can edit multi constraint at a time. Suppose I want, let's see, I don't want this 300. I will make it as a 400. So preview, in preview it will show how it looks like. So here I don't want, I will make it as a 200. I'll make as a preview, so it looks like this. So again we can change any dimension. We can constrain, we can change any constraint from this UI. It will allow edit multi constraint. So let's cancel this one. Now this is the next command, animated constraint. So I will click on animated constraint. I will select this constraint. So it will ask me this new animated constraint UI now open. So first value I have 300 and last value it's showing 600. So let's say I will give as a 500 and it will show number of steps. Now it's showing in 10 steps how it will change. So this is the start button, run. This is the pause. This is the this one stop animation. Again this is run animation. So this is reverse loop. If you want to continue in loop, so it will be in loop. So it is repeat again. This is in one shot. So I will start how it will work. So you see it's showing like this. It is too fast. If you want to see once again in reverse mode, you see it is showing in reverse mode. So I will show you here how it works. If you want to in loop, you can just go in loop and you can change. So here is the number of steps is 10, so that's why it's showing too fast. If I change now, I will pause and I will give only step as a 1. Let's see how it works. So now in one step it's showing too fast. If I change this step as a 50, let's say I want in 50 steps, so I will run again in 50 steps how it looks like. It will move that it will show animated constraint from first value 300 to 500 how it looks like. So I hope you guys understood this basic constraint in Sketch. So we will meet in next video. Thank you. Please like, subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.